Hello everyone, today we will do group 16 and in last group we did the nitrogen properties of group 15 and the phosphorus, preparation of phosphorus, phosphine and the compounds of phosphorus, allotropes of phosphorus has been reduced. Now we will do group 16 elements. Okay, so these elements or this group is also known as chalcogen family, and the general configuration is N2 NP4, as its last shell have the 6 electrons. Okay, so now we will see that elements of group 16 are oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. Okay, in which the polonium is a radioactive element. Oxygen can be found in its allotropic form, although the all group 16 elements found in allotropic form, or they show allotropy, in which we wrote it down the allotropes of oxygen, that is O2 O3, and sulfur has 4, that is S8 S6 S4 and S2. Okay, now in dioxygen, that is paramagnetic, ozone is diamagnetic, S8 is diamagnetic, S6 is diamagnetic, S4 is also diamagnetic and S2 is paramagnetic. Okay, now in oxygen there are two periods, or it lie in second period, sulfur lie in third period, selenium 4, tellurium 5 and polonium 6. So according to general configuration, we their configuration will be here 2s2 2p4, then 3s2 3p4, 4s2 4p4, 5s2 5p4, 6s2 6p4. Okay, now when we go for the properties, now this group have non-metal, metalloid and poor metal also. Okay, so polonium is a poor metal but it is a radioactive material, tellurium is metalloid, selenium is metalloized, and sulfur and oxygen are non-metals. Okay, so this group have non-metal, metalloid and a metal also. Now down to group metallic property increases, because we are going from non-metal to the metal, so the metallic property increases. Now also allotropy, that I have told you, and we know this property is similar to each group, that we when we go down in a group, the atomic radius increases. Okay, now ionization enthalpy is inversely proportional to the size of atom. So as the size of atom increases, ionization enthalpy decreases. So down to group, ionization enthalpy decreases. Now density increases when we go down in a group, because it is directly proportional to the mass. So as mass increases, density also increases. Now we will talk about boiling point. So as the molar mass of the compound or element increases, its boiling point also increases, and melting point as well. Now we will talk about electroaffinity and electronegativity. Electronegativity, when we go down in a group, decreases because the size of atom increases. Electron affinity also decreases because the atoms will have the bigger size, so their electron will be diffused, right? So they will have the electroaffinity in decreasing order. Now reaction with hydrogen. When group 16 element do the reaction with hydrogen, they form their respective hydrides, and these are H2O, H2S, H2SE, H2TE, H2PO. Right, now acidic strength is depends on how easily hydrogen ion or proton can be isolated from an atom. So acidic strength increases down in a group as the size of the atom increases, so it is easy to break the bond. Okay, because radius will increase, so it will be easy to break the bond. So acidic strength increases when we go down in a group. Now reaction with oxygen, so all will make the uh, oxides, their respective oxides when they react with oxygen, but there will be no compound of oxygen because these are same element. And polonium also will not react as it is a radioactive material, and all will have their oxide. The sulfur will have two, sulfite and sulfite, and sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Okay, then SiO2. Now sulfur dioxide act as a reducing uh, agent and oxidizing agent also. So because this is an element of group 16, so its oxidation state vary from -2 to +6. Okay, so if its state go from 2 to 6 or 6 to 2, then if it will increase, then it is going to oxidize, and when it will decrease, it will going to reduce. And agent will be opposite. When it is going to oxidize, it will act as a reducing agent, and when it will going to uh, reduce, it will act as a oxidizing agent. Now dipole moment. We know dipole moment is represented by mu, and it is a product of charge into distance between them. Okay, now it is more depend on the charge rather than the distance. So dipole moment is directly proportional to the electronegativity or charge on an atom. So we saw earlier also, electronegativity increases when we go down in a group. Okay, so order will be like this. Now reducing capacity. As reducing capacity is directly proportional to acidity, means if an element is going to reduce, means hydrogen atom will add it to that. And when we go down in a group, size of atom increases, and it is easy to break the bond and release a proton. So the reducing capacity order will be like this, means water H2 Te will have the more, then this and this we will have the reverse order. Okay, so reducing capacity increases down to group as the size of atom increases, and it is easy to break the bond between them. Now boiling point. Now boiling point will be directly proportional to the molar mass. When we go down in a group, molar mass increases, but it is hydrogen for water, it is a special case. Why? Because of the hydrogen bonding. We know the compound which have the hydrogen bonding will have the more boiling point. So hydrogen will be the first, then after we will have the reverse order of the group. Okay, now melting point order will be the same as the boiling point order. Okay, so hydrogen will be the first, then after we have the reverse order of these element or compounds. Now we will go for the preparation of oxygen or dioxygen. Okay, so how we will prepare the oxygen? By the electrolysis of hydrogen peroxide or water, we will get the oxygen. Second method is when we heat the KClO3 potassium chlorate in the presence of the MnO2, then we will get the KCl and oxygen. Next, when we will heat the potassium permanganate KMnO4, we will get K2MnO4, MnO2 and oxygen. Then सेल्फ रिडक्शन ऑफ ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ, ये सभी मेटल्स के ऑक्साइड का सेल्फ जो रिडक्शन होगा इट विल गिव द ऑक्सीजन. ओके, so here HgO, when we will heat we will get Hg plus O2, Ag2O, Ag plus half O2, PbO2 heat करेंगे PbO plus O2, then it have one more reaction with the compound of lead, so Pb2O4, when we will heat we will get 2PbO plus oxygen. Now when we will heat potassium dichromate we will have K2CrO4, Cr2O3 and oxygen. Okay, so these are the some preparation reaction of the oxygen. Now properties of oxygen, you know properties. Okay, द डाईऑक्सीजन इज़ अ कलरलेस एंड ऑर्डरलेस गैस. ऑक्सीजन के बारे में हमें इतना तो पता ही है कि वो कलरलेस एंड ऑर्डरलेस गैस है. इट्स सॉल्युबिलिटी इन वाटर इज़ गुड because of that the aquatic animals can survive in water, and it liquefies at 90 Kelvin and freezes at 55 Kelvin. Okay, तो then डाईऑक्सीजन जो है इट कैन डायरेक्टली रिएक्ट विद द मेटल्स एंड द नॉन मेटल्स. सिर्फ ये गोल्ड एंड प्लैटिनम से रिएक्ट नहीं करता है, बाकी ज़्यादातर मेटल से ये रिएक्ट करके अपने अपने ऑक्साइड्स बना लेता है. ठीक है ना. तो हम कुछ मेटल्स और नॉन मेटल्स के साथ ऑक्सीजन की रिएक्शन लिख सकते हैं. एक दो मैं लिख देती हूँ, बाकी आप लोग देख लीजिएगा NCERT से. 2Ca plus O2, 2CaO, Mg plus O2, MgO. okay, P4 plus 5O2, P4O10, etc. okay, have some more reactions. ये हमने कुछ लिख दिए. Now we will see the preparation of ozone. The resonating structure of ozone is like this. We know that oxygen have the lone pair. Here we have the 6 electrons, 3 pairs of electron. It means 2 electron is taken from this oxygen, so it is having positive charge and this is having negative charge, and the one more resonating structure is this. Now ozone is bipolar molecule because it has positive as well as negative charge on it, and ozone when heated its color changes from pale blue, because originally the color of ozone is pale blue. Its color changes to violet or dark blue. Okay, it is a diamagnetic compound and good oxidizing agent also. When we go the preparation of the ozone on silent discharge, when oxygen is go through the silent discharge it form ozone, and it is a endothermic reaction. Now reactions of ozone is when it react with PbS it form PbSO4, means it oxidize all the atoms, means oxidation state is increased from this to this. If you want you can calculate it. Now here we have I minus from Hi, and I2 is formed. Then when we again apply or ozone on it we get HiO3. Then Fe when react with ozone it forms Fe3 plus ion, means it oxidized. Tin also oxidized, and NO2 also oxidized to N2O5. So these are the some reactions of what ozone. We know that ozone, some of the property we have studied here, and ozone is act as a blanket in our atmosphere which protect us from the ultraviolet rays coming from the sun to the earth, and it also protects us from so many diseases. But now we know that ozone layer is depleting due to the liberation of the some poisonous compounds. Okay, so it is aerosol sprays and refrigerants. Okay, CFC, chlorofluorocarbons. Okay, the ozone can be used in the germicides, disinfectant, and for sterilizing water, and it also used in bleaching oils, flour, starch, etc. It is a good oxidizing agent, and it is also used in the manufacture of potassium permanganate. So these are the some uses and properties of ozone. Now after this we will go for the sulfur. Okay, in next video. Thank you so much.